Hi guys, today I am filming another What I'm Reading video, and this time it is about The Three Musketeers, which I have actually finished the book. Whenever I film these style videos, I'm either very near the end of finishing them or I've just finished them. I'm actually glad this time that I have finished the book before making this video, because my personal rating of this book changed constantly from start to finish, which has never ever happened to me before with a book. And I think it was because I was not expecting to like this book. I will explain first of all why I decided to read this. So I really wanted to read a book that Alexandre Dumas had written. Two of his books have been on my TBR list for some time, The Three Musketeers and The Count of Monte Cristo. But I decided to start with The Three Musketeers because it's shorter. Still quite a big book. It's still about 700, this one's 720 pages, so it's still a very long book. But The Count of Monte Cristo, I think that's over 1,000 pages, so I thought I'd start with this one. And although I didn't think the book was going to be my kind of thing, I still wanted to read a book by Alexandre Dumas because I really wanted to know his writing style. I first wanted to start with a bit of background information on Alexandre Dumas. I also want to apologise now if I pronounce any of these French names slightly wrong. I struggle pronouncing English words at the best of times, so French words I'm definitely going to struggle during this review, so yeah, sorry if my pronunciations are off. So Alexandre Dumas was born on the 24th of July 1802, and he died at the age of 68 on the 5th of December 1870. He was a French novelist and playwright. He is one of the most widely read French authors, his works being translated into many different languages and his novels adapted into nearly 200 films. Dumas began his career by writing plays, which were successfully produced. He wrote numerous magazine articles and travel books. His published works totaled 100,000 pages. Dumas was described by English playwright Watts Phillips as the most generous, large-hearted being in the world. He also was the most delightfully amusing and egotistical creature on the face of the earth. His tongue was like a windmill. Once set in motion, you would never know when he would stop, especially if the theme was himself. Now, one of the reasons why I thought that The Three Musketeers wouldn't really be my kind of book is because I have seen a couple of film adaptations of The Three Musketeers and I have never enjoyed them. I also have seen The Man in the Iron Mask, which stars Leonardo DiCaprio, one of my favourite actors, and I wasn't keen on that either. And I'm also not a huge fan of adventure books either, so I just didn't think it would be my kind of style book. But I was still interested in reading something by Dumas. The main character in the story is D'Artagnan, and he wants to become a musketeer, and he ends up befriending three other musketeers, Athos, Porthos and Aramis. And the first thing that surprised me about the book was actually that these four main characters, they weren't in it as much as I thought. They still have a big role, of course, but they were in it a lot less than I actually thought they would be. The book I read is this one. It's a Penguin classic and it's been translated by Lord Sudley. There have been a lot of different translations, and I did read that the Penguin Classic is one of the better ones to read, so that's why I went for this one. And straight away I really liked Dumas' writing style. I think he's a really funny writer, and that was one of the first things that made me think perhaps I would like this book a bit more than I thought. And so right at the beginning I was into it more than I thought because of the writing style. I really enjoyed his humour, and I also quickly got into his characters too. I think he writes characters really well. But then there was a part in the book which I found a bit boring, and so I wasn't into it as much for a few chapters. I was thinking this was going to be probably a 3-star book for me. And then as the book went on, I started to like it more and more. There is just so much that happens in this book. There's romance, there's action. If you love history and politics, it's full of that as well. It's very fast paced and plot driven, and if you're more into kind of lyrical style writing, this perhaps might not be for you. It's more of like a prose style book, but the writing style did not bother me at all. Like I said, I find Dumas a very funny writer. I was laughing a lot through this book, which was something else. I was not expecting to find the book funny at all. And one of my favourite things about the book is the characters. I really like the Musketeers. I love their friendship and loyalty. I got to like these characters very quickly, and I also really like the character Milady. She's like the villain in the story, and a lot of the last few chapters of the book is mostly focused on her, and these were in fact my favourite parts of the book. And it was during this part that I knew this book just had to be a 5-star. I was thinking maybe when I had about 200 pages left, I was thinking like 4.5 stars, but as soon as I started reading the chapters focused on Milady, I thought, no, it has to be a 5-star. I'm too into the book. I just kept telling myself I can't be that into this book because I didn't think it would be my kind of thing. I was completely wrong. I'm so glad that I read it, and I cannot wait to read more from Dumas, especially the Count of what's it called again? The Count of Monte Cristo. I really can't wait to read that one. I am so glad that I gave it a go. And if you're a little unsure whether to give this book a go, maybe because it's a classic and you might be thinking it may be a bit heavy and dry, it definitely isn't. I think it's entertaining and funny, and I'm so glad that I decided to read it. I also forgot to start this video by showing you what I'm wearing. Whenever I do these what I'm reading style videos, I like to show my outfit of the day because I always have an outfit inspired by the book. And the reason I decided to wear this top is because it is made of leather, and the trousers I'm wearing are also made of leather. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know if you've read the Three Musketeers before and your thoughts on the story, and I will see you in my next video.